As I told you, class 6th. Today we will start after discussing the message writing and after giving you two examples of message writing and giving you one as for the homework. So I want to start with one reader lesson. It is of Unit 3, Section 3. At page number 55, open Epitome of Courage. Open Epitome of Courage, Unit 3, Section 3. So as we are talking about, we are in the Unit 3 and we are talking about the special people, right? So the first lesson was about the Sudha Chandran. She has a Jaipur foot. And then we read about the Wilma Rudolph story. She was also paralyzed, polio tha ise bhi. And now we come to the Epitome of Courage. In this lesson, we will read about a famous, very famous scientist, Dr. Stephen Hawking. We will read about his very inspirational and motivational story and how that these people motivate us, inspire us never to think about our adversities and keep on moving ahead in our life. So here we start with it. Listen to me carefully. We often tend to hide behind our weaknesses, disabilities and handicaps and mourn over them throughout our life. Dr. Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest scientists of this century, did not do so. In spite of suffering from a very rare and dreaded disease, Dr. Hawking continued his research undaunted. His exemplary courage should inspire us to do our best even under trying circumstances. So this is a brief introduction about the personality we are going to read about. In this, they are saying that we often hide behind our weaknesses. Means we always cry that I cannot. We always means defend ourselves by saying that I can't do this. I have this disability. Bhagwan ne mere sath aisa kiya and it happened to me only. Why me and all that. We keep on cribbing about the weaknesses and the disabilities and the handicaps we have, and we keep on mourning over them. Means cribbing over them. हमेशा हम अपनी वीकनेसेस, डिसेबिलिटीज और हैंडीकैप्स को लेकर हमेशा क्रिब करते रहते हैं, रोते रहते हैं थ्रू आउट आवर लाइफ. डॉक्टर स्टीफन हॉकिंग भी ऐसे एक ग्रेट साइंटिस्ट थे, सेंचुरी के हैं. इज वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट साइंटिस्ट ऑफ दिस सेंचुरी, डिड नॉट डू सो. बट ये जो हम जिनके बारे में बात करने वाले हैं, डॉक्टर स्टीफन हॉकिंग, ही हैड अ वेरी ड्रेडफुल डिजीज, बट ही नेवर, not even at one time, he never mourned about his disabilities, about his weaknesses, about his handicaps. Never. He has just learned to move ahead in his life, and that's the determination and the courage, the willpower and the success he has got today only because of these qualities. So, in spite of suffering from a very rare and dreaded disease, उनको बहुत ही ड्रेडफुल मीन्स बड़ी fearful डिजीज थी, है. डॉक्टर हॉकिंग continued his research undaunted, but still he never stopped his research work. He kept on doing his research work in spite of his very dreadful disease. So his exemplary courage should inspire us to do our best even under the trying circumstances. So these type of stories, bache, when we read these type of stories na, so these give us lot of courage and motivation that we should also go ahead. We should stop cribbing about all the disabilities and weaknesses we had. हम ऐसा नहीं कर पाए, अगर हमारे साथ ऐसा होता तो हम यहाँ चले जाते, हम ऐसा कर लेते. We keep on just talking hypothetical things. We don't do things, we just keep on saying things. So we should believe in doing things rather than saying it, just because deeds are mightier than words. आप करके दिखाइए, don't just say it. आप करिए उसको. जब तक आप काम नहीं करेंगे ना, कुछ होगा नहीं बच्चे. So it is our duty to forget about all the weaknesses and all the disabilities and handicaps we have, we just need to move ahead. That's it. This is the message which we get from this story. It's a very inspirational story, very inspirational. Exactly 300 years after the death of great scientist Galileo, हमारे एक बहुत बड़े साइंटिस्ट थे गैलीलियो, उनके एग्जैक्टली 300 इयर्स की डेथ के बाद, उसी दिन जिस दिन उनकी डेथ हुई थी, डॉक्टर स्टीफन हॉकिंग वॉज बोर्न इन ऑक्सफोर्ड, लंदन. लंदन में ऑक्सफोर्ड सिटी है, वहां इनका बर्थ हुआ. ऑन 8th day of January means 8th January 1942. Little did his parents know that one day their little boy would be hailed as one of the greatest scientists of this century. So at that time, at the time of his birth, nobody knew that he'll be known as a very great scientist of the century. So I am explaining you the meanings word by word. I have already explained you dreaded and hailed. Hailed means calling. In the sense, it is used here as a verb, call करना किसी को. So it is not just called जैसे हम बुलाते हैं, वो वाला बुलाना नहीं है ये. Here it is used as a verb. जिसे हम बोलते हैं ना कि he was called as a, this is called as photosynthesis. हम बोलते हैं ना कि इस प्रोसेस को हम photosynthesis कहते हैं, and there we use the word called. So here it is, the hailed means called, means the parents had no idea that their son would be their son would be called as one of the greatest scientists of the century. Now, as the name suggests, the epitome of courage means it is a perfect example of courage. Means इससे ज़्यादा अच्छा और perfect example और कोई courage का हो ही नहीं सकता. Epitome means perfect example of particular quality or type. So mourn, जब हम बहुत ज़्यादा हर चीज़ के बारे में रोते रहते हैं, फील और सौरों को शो करते हैं. अनडॉन्टेड होता है बच्चे, अनअफ्रेड, चलते जाना निडर होके. ड्रेडेड, ग्रेट फियर. ट्राइंग सर्कमस्टांसेस मीन्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट सर्कमस्टांसेस. ओके. So neither could anybody imagine that his mind would soar up into the space like light. More importantly, none could predict that he would be the very epitome of courage. So nobody even imagined that his mind would be so high into the space. So nobody has predicted that he'll be so greatest, he will become one day, he'll become the greatest scientist. Not even his parents, neither anybody have imagined. More importantly, none could predict that he could be the very epitome of courage. And सबसे बड़ी बात, moreover, that nobody even predicted that he could be the epitome of courage, means the perfect example of the courage. कि इनसे ज़्यादा बड़ा example courage का हो ही नहीं सकता. किसी ने नहीं ऐसा सोचा था. Courage is a wonderful thing. Yes, it is a very wonderful thing, बच्चे. And if you have this quality, you can overcome everything in your life, every adversity in your life. You don't need anything else if you have courage. And I mean it. It is that quality which makes people not lose heart when faced with a great calamity. So what is courage? It's a quality. जब आप बहुत बड़े डिजास्टर में हैं या बहुत बड़ी एडवर्सिटी में हैं, आपको बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम आ गई है, at that time you don't lose heart. That is called as courage. It would not be an exaggeration to say that Dr. Stephen Hawking, a living legend of cosmology, is the very personification of courage and hope. So it will not be exaggeration, means हमारा ये कहना कोई हाइपरबॉलिक नहीं होगा, ये बहुत हम ओवर स्टेटमेंट नहीं करेंगे. एग्जैजरेशन होता है किसी चीज़ को बढ़ा चढ़ा के कहना. तो इट्स नॉट एन ओवर स्टेटमेंट इफ वी से दैट ही इज द लिविंग लेजेंड ऑफ कॉस्मोलॉजी. Cosmology is the science of the origin and development of the universe. So he is the living legend, means living means alive, and legend means very famous, renowned person. Means इनसे ज़्यादा बड़ा courage और hope का example हो ही नहीं सकता. Except his mind, his whole body is bound to a wheelchair. और डिस्पाइट ऑफ दैट देयर होल बॉडी इज बाउंड टू अ व्हील चेयर, और वो व्हील चेयर पे रहते हैं बच्चे. ही कैन नॉट वॉक, ही इज कंप्लीटली डिसेबल थैंक्स टू क्रूअल क्वर्क ऑफ फेट. और थैंक्स टू क्रूअल क्वर्क ऑफ फेट मीन्स, और ये सब हुआ कैसे, ये बहुत ही स्ट्रेंज और अनएक्सपेक्टेड इवेंट था जो उनको एक बहुत ही ड्रेडफुल डिजीज हो गई, उससे उनकी ये हालत हो गई थी. ऐसे वो तभी हो गए थे, उनको एक बहुत ड्रेडफुल डिजीज हुई थी. अभी आपको आगे पता चलेगा. येट ही इज वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट साइंटिस्ट ऑफ द सेंचुरी. स्टिल, इतनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम होने के बावजूद भी ही इज वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट साइंटिस्ट. सो an average child, Stephen grew up to be a normal teenager. टीनेजर तक मीन्स 13, 14, 15. टीनेज हमारी 13 से स्टार्ट होकर 19 तक जाती है बच्चे. टीन लगता है ना जिसके पीछे, दैट इज कॉल्ड टीनेज. सो एज एन एवरेज चाइल्ड, ही वॉज एन एवरेज चाइल्ड अप टू द टीनेजर, फुल ऑफ मिस्चिफ, लॉट्स ऑफ लव फॉर म्यूजिक एंड मैथमेटिक्स. सो जैसे आम बच्चे होते हैं, जैसे हम लोग थे या आप लोग हैं, ये भी ऐसे ही एक एवरेज चाइल्ड थे. टीनेजर होने तक इनको भी मिस्चिफ्स मीन्स शरारत करना अच्छा लगता था. ही हैड अ लव फॉर म्यूजिक एंड मैथमेटिक्स ऑल्सो. इनको मैथमेटिक्स में बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट था. Even though his father wanted him to study medicine, but his father wanted that he should study medicine, but he was more interested in mathematics. The University of Oxford, उस वक्त वहाँ पे उनके पास कोर्स नहीं था कोई भी मैथमेटिक्स का, and he wanted to study mathematics, higher studies, but there was no course during that time. So he studied, he opted for physics. तो इन्होंने फिजिक्स ले ली मैथ्स के बजाय. सो एट द एज ऑफ 17, जब ये अपनी 17 की एज तक पहुंचे, ये दे स्टार्टेड नोटिसिंग दैट ही वाज बिकमिंग इंक्रीजिंगली क्लमजी. क्लमजी मीन्स बच्चे बड़ा ऑकवर्ड, अजीब से हो गए थे काफ़ी. इनका जो बॉडी पोस्चर था और इनका जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज था वो बड़ा ऑकवर्ड हो गया था. इवन फेल डाउन अ कपल ऑफ टाइम्स फॉर नो रीज़न. और इनकी जो बॉडी थी इस तरह की अजीब सी ऑकवर्ड सी हो गई थी कि ये कई बार गिर जाते थे. He used to fall down without any reason. So this perplexed him. Perplexed him means confused हो जाते थे. And he went to see his family doctor. And उन्होंने जाके अपने डॉक्टर से बात की कि why I'm getting so clumsy day by day. So he diagnosed him as a suffering from an extremely rare disease. Then his doctor told him that you are suffering from a very rare disease, means बहुत कम होती है disease. It is called as ALS. ALS disease है. इसमें क्या होता है, इट अफेक्ट्स द नर्वस सिस्टम. ये आपके दिमाग को असर करती है. इवेंचुअली वीकन्स, दिमाग पे असर करके नर्वस सिस्टम पे असर करता है. उससे क्या होता है, हमारी जो मसल्स होती हैं पूरी बॉडी की वो पूरी वीक हो जाती हैं. तो इसको हम ALS कहते हैं. स्टीफन सेज दैट इवन एज अ चाइल्ड हिज मसल कोऑर्डिनेशन वाज नथिंग टू राइट होम अबाउट. Means then he remembers when his doctor told him that he is suffering from this disease. So he just recalled that when he was a child, that time also his muscle coordination was not that very good. Means to write home about, it was not highly speakable. Means उस वक्त भी उनकी कोई ऐसी जो मसल्स थी बचपन में भी कोई बहुत अच्छी नहीं थी. We end here for today's lecture. Okay, the rest part we will study tomorrow. Okay, so it is your homework that you have to write the message which I have given you the question, and plus go through this lesson, read the lesson, and I have explained you each and every word meaning, and I will send you the image next day of the word meanings. It's your homework that you have to find out the difficult words and write it in your notebooks. Clear to all? So this is your homework, message writing, and write down all the difficult words in your notebook from this lesson, from the first page or from the whole lesson. You can write down the difficult words and in the next lecture I will give you the word meanings. Okay, so it's over. But one thing I forgot to tell you, that the grammar part, whatever we have covered, you keep on practicing it डे बाय डे. हर रोज़ आप एक एक टॉपिक लीजिए और उसको प्रैक्टिस करते रहिए, क्योंकि आपके जब आप स्कूल आएंगे, सो आफ्टर 1 वीक और आफ्टर 1 वीक योर एग्जाम्स आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट. So be ready with your syllabus, whatever it has been covered. Don't keep on asking me about the syllabus. जितना आपने essay 1 में कर लिया, जितना आ चुका, उसके बाद जो भी स्टार्ट हुआ आपका लेसन, या जितना मैंने जहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ, मीन्स आफ्टर essay 1 how much you have completed in the essay 1, and after that from which lesson you have started na. So from that lesson up till the lesson which I have finished with, जितने मैंने करवा दिए उतने सब लेसन आपके PT2 में आएंगे. क्लियर टू यू? सो डोंट वरी अबाउट द सिलेबस. सिलेबस उतना ही आएगा जो essay 1 के बाद हुआ है आपका, वो सारे लेसन आएंगे आपके, ग्रामर के भी और लिटरेचर के भी. सो डोंट कीप ऑन आस्किंग मी अगैन एंड अगैन कि मैम सिलेबस क्या है, सिलेबस क्या है. जितना essay 1 के बाद हुआ है वो सारा सिलेबस आएगा आपका PT2 के एग्जाम्स में. And if you can see the word meanings, you can write it down yourself. One more thing, that you have to learn these word meanings also, which are given at the bottom. Don't forget to learn them, revise them, because I can ask you in the exams the meaning of, like, what is the meaning of perplexed. Yeah, write down the meaning of quirk of fate. What do you mean by bent on, and what do you mean by the epitome? So don't forget to revise these word meanings as well as with the extra word meanings which I have given you. I will send you the image tomorrow. So you keep on reading it and find out the difficult words and write it in your notebooks. Is it clear to all of you? So here it is very clear that what do you mean by the epitome. If you can see, you can write it down. Otherwise I will send you the image. The perfect example of particular quality or a type. Then dreaded, it's a great fear. You can write it yourself. I have written here. If it is clear to you, you can just write it down in your notebooks. Otherwise, in another lecture which I'll deliver tomorrow, I will give you the word meanings. Undaunted means unafraid. You can write down as I am speaking. Undaunted means unafraid. Mourn means to feel or show sorrow. Mourn means to feel or show sorrow. Trying circumstances means very difficult and annoying circumstances. So you can write down as I am speaking. Soar means fly high. Soar up means ऊपर जाना, जो उड़ना ऊपर, flying high. Predict, forecast. Predict, forecast. Here hailed is used as a verb. The boy would be hailed as means called as. Calamity होती है बच्चे disaster. Calamity means disaster. The living legend means, living से आपका मतलब हुआ alive, and legend means famous. Okay. Cosmology is the science. Cosmology होती है बच्चे science of the origin and the development of universe. Universe की study होती है ये सारी, कि यूनिवर्स का ओरिजिन कब हुआ था, डेवलपमेंट कब हुआ था, ये उसके बारे में दिया गया. क्वर्क ऑफ फेट, वैसे तो यहाँ मीनिंग दिया हुआ है क्वर्क ऑफ फेट का नीचे, बट आई एम टेलिंग यू दैट इट मीन्स अ वेरी स्ट्रेंज इवेंट और एन वेरी अनएक्सपेक्टेड टर्न. लाइफ में आपके कोई ऐसा क्वर्क ऑफ फेट आ जाता है, कोई ऐसा इवेंट आ जाता है जो आपकी पूरी लाइफ ही चेंज कर देता है. सो यू कैन राइट इट डाउन, and rest all the meanings are given at the bottom of the page. Don't forget to revise them also. So word meanings which I have given you as well as those are at the bottom of the page, they can come in exam. Okay, so don't forget to learn the book ones also, the word meanings of the book, and as well as which I have given you the extra vocabulary words. So don't say after the exam that मैम आपने बताया नहीं. मैं आपको पहले बता रही हूँ कि ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वही वाले वर्ड मीनिंग्स आए जो नीचे दिए गए हैं. जो मैंने एक्स्ट्रा कराए हैं उसमें से भी वर्ड मीनिंग्स आ सकते हैं. मोर ओवर डोंट थिंक कि जो एक्सरसाइज में ही क्वेश्चंस हैं वही आएंगे. मैं लेसन के अंदर से भी आपको कोई भी क्वेश्चन दे सकती हूँ. तो मैं जब एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ उसको आप अच्छी तरह सुना करो. मैं आपको एक वर्ड टू वर्ड एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ लेसन. So you should listen to it carefully so that you can answer the questions if it is asked from in between the lesson. So that is why I am saying, so when I am explaining the lesson, always be very, very attentive. Listen to the word meanings I am giving you, the extra word meanings as well as the explanation of the lesson, because the question can be asked from within the lesson. I hope I am clear to all of you. So be very careful and start revising your syllabus. Good day.